I have now almost touching 100 cases against me. The cases range from sedition, from blasphemy, from terrorism, even cases of a murder, of me having killed someone. And these are all politically motivated cases to keep me out of the election race. The problem is that the opposition knows they cannot win the election. Out of the 37 by-elections, we have won 30. So they are worried that if we go into the elections, which are on the 30th of April, they will lose. So because they are fearing that they are going to lose, they are trying to get me out of the race by all these cases. I have attended all my court hearings. It was only when I was shot in the assassination attempt. That is the time when I couldn't go to court for almost 4 months because I was housebound because of my leg. And since then, I have been to the courts. I've been to every court appearance except one, and the reason was that court is unsafe. They could not provide me security. My life is under threat. The government says that my life is under threat, but they wouldn't provide me security. And already in the place, there were 2 terrorist attacks where judges and lawyers were killed. So when they shifted that case to this judicial complex, I went there on Saturday and presented myself to the court. Well, the same people who tried to assassinate me, they're all sitting in positions of power right now, all 3 of them. And they will try again, because they are scared that if I win the elections, I will hold them accountable. And that's why they will try again. But the government also says I'm under threat. And they are saying my life is threat because of some foreign agency. I know it's not a foreign agency, it's the government itself which is trying to kill me. Let me tell you what Toshakhana is. For 70 years in Pakistan, if the head of state, if his ministers, if the army general, whenever you get gifts as the head of state, they go into the Toshakhana. Toshakhana is a place where they evaluate the value of the gift. Then for 70 years, the rule is, if you pay a certain amount, it used to be 20% before, in my time it's 50%, then if you want, you can buy the gift. If you do not want, the gift then gets auctioned. This is the law for 70 years. It is exactly the law that I have followed. There is nothing illegal in the case. And let me tell you, whenever it goes into court, they will find that the one person who has followed the legal course in the Toshakhana is me. What they have already discovered, that the 2 previous heads of state, Asif Zardari and Nawaz Sharif, they stole cars from the Toshakhana. But because I am the threat, and this is one of the cases, but I know that whenever we go to court, they'll find that there's nothing in the case. Well, the first case is that there was a demonstration, a peaceful demonstration outside the Election Commission. It happens in all democracy. I was sitting in my home and they accused me of terrorism. Then I attend court cases, and because there were a lot of my followers, I came out, again terrorism cases. It's a joke. People laugh at them. Look, this country knows me for 50 years. I am the one person this country knows more than anyone else. Never in my 50 years have I ever broken a law. I am the one person who the people trust me with their money. I collect the greatest amount of money in Pakistan. I run the biggest charitable institutions in this country. 2 hospitals, 2 universities, all for poor, because people trust me. So no one believes these cases against me. Look, in every democracy, peaceful protest is your right. It's your fundamental right. In France, you have thousands of people protesting against the pensions. It's their right. In England, unions are protesting for their rights for a pay rise because of inflation. This is the right of every free citizen in a democracy. Never in my 26 of politics have I ever asked my party members to be violent. Never. My protests have always been within the Constitution and peaceful. Police could not have arrested me because I already had bail for till the 14th. They came 4 days earlier. They came on the 14th. I had bail till the 18th. So the people knew that they were coming to arrest me when I had protective bail. Secondly, even when the police came, the law says that if you give an surety bond that you will attend the court hearing on the 18th, which I did on Saturday, and I gave them an surety bond, the police cannot arrest you. So the reason why my people came outside my house to defend, because they knew it was not legal. It was abduction. They were coming to abduct me, not arrest me. I have already been to court cases. There were court cases which I went before I got shot. Then after that, I've again been to Lahore High Court, to Islamabad, this second time. I have never not gone to the court. The only problem was, I repeat, one place where there was a serious threat of terrorism. And this time when I went, they had shifted that court case to another premise which was secure. But I always said I would attend the moment my life is secure. So I have no problems in attending court cases. My problem is this government. The government is not following the rule of law. No. They have abducted my people. They have abducted two of my senior, one senator, one chief of staff. They abducted them, they custodial tortured them, stripped them naked and tortured them, and then they presented them through the court. This is not lawful. Under every law, this is not allowed. So the reason why you see such huge following whenever the police comes to arrest me is because they know that the police will either torture me or put me in jail on various cases, because there are almost 100 cases against me. And the only reason is that I should not be able to contest election, which is on the 30th of April. I knew that there was going to be an assassination attempt. I went on media, I explained to everyone that this is our own agency was involved in it, intelligence agency, and these two, the Interior Minister and the Prime Minister. They planned this thing, and then I was very lucky they didn't kill me, because one brave boy in the crowd, as he saw him take the gun out, which was only 30, 40 feet away, he put his hand on the gun at the last minute, and as a result, the bullets hit my legs instead of hitting my top body. So I was very lucky to be alive. There were two other gunmen, and as I was falling, the bullets went over my head. Otherwise, I would have been again hit by the second gunman. So I was lucky to be alive, but it took me 3.5 months for my leg. I had 3 bullets in my leg. So it took me 3.5 months to recover. Now, I'm not accusing the external parties. The government is saying that there are external agencies that are going to kill me. But I know that it's not. The government itself is trying to kill me, because it was the same people who attempted this assassination attempt. And then they covered it up, because there was a joint investigating committee which came out with facts which proved that it was not one gunman, which the government was saying. It was 3 gunmen who were trying to kill me. They had forensic eyewitness evidence, forensic as well as eyewitness, who know that there were 3 gunmen. So therefore, the cover-up of my assassination attempt is by the government. And they are the ones who are going to try and kill me again. Look, I mean, there are almost 100 cases against me. What is the reason for these cases to put me in prison? They are all fake cases. And I tell you, I have been a public figure for 50 years. This country knows me. They know all the cases are fake. Why do you think people come in such big support when they know they're coming to arrest me? Because the people know the cases are fake. If the country, I'm the biggest fundraiser in the history of Pakistan, because people trust me with their money. So the reason why they trust me is they know I have never broken the law. So these are all politically motivated cases by these criminals who are running Pakistan. All of them have corruption cases on them. The reason why they want me out of the way is because they know that if my party wins, which they know in elections our party will win, all opinion polls say that our party is going to sweep the elections. So because they cannot beat me in the elections, that's why they want me eliminated or put me in jail. Well, there are 12 parties on one side. My party is alone on the other side. And in the last 8 months, out of the 37 by-elections in Pakistan, my party has swept 30 of them. So we have almost 85% winning ratio. And that's what they're all scared of. Because despite government help, despite establishment helping them, election commission helping them, despite that, they've lost in 30 out of 37 elections. And that's what they're scared of. The only one way out of this crisis are free and fair elections. A party coming up with public mandate, that party then takes the very difficult decisions needed to restructure Pakistan, to save our economy from total collapse. The only one way out are free and fair elections. There is no other solution. Whatever you do, political instability will remain. That means the economy will keep sinking. Well, that's what they're trying to do. That's why they keep trying to make different cases to arrest me. Let's see. I have hope in our Supreme Court, in our judiciary. But, I'm prepared. They're going to arrest me one of these days. They almost arrested me on Saturday. They were all ready to isolate and arrest me. Well, the confrontations have happened. I mean, the police came to attack my house from 3 sides. Thousands of policemen came. It's never happened in this country before. Why did they come to my house? Because they wanted me to present me to the court in Islamabad on the 18th. They came on the 14th to supposedly arrest me, to present me to a court on the 18th. But I was already appearing on the 18th. And I already had bail till the 18th. So they couldn't have arrested me. Then I gave them an surety bond that I will, and the law is, if you give the police a surety bond that you will attend the court on the date was 18th, the police can't arrest you. They still came to arrest me. So, the whole idea is to somehow, I repeat, to get me out of the race by putting me in jail. The crisis started when my government was removed through a conspiracy, and these people, discredited people, 60% of the cabinet was on bail on corruption cases, was imposed on us. From then onwards, the crisis started. And it has just got progressively worse because they've mismanaged the economy. They made all the wrong choices. They were not prepared. And from our economy, in March, a year ago, the IMF gave an example. They commended our economy, the IMF, by saying Pakistan was on the way of sustainable growth. The Economic Survey of Pakistan says that in 17 years, the best economic performance was by our government in last March, a year ago. Since our government went in April, the economy has just gone down. And because these people, they have been ruling for Pakistan for 30 years, they are the ones who are responsible for economy going down in the first place. Because when we formed government on the 2018, it was the worst economic crisis, the biggest current account deficit. From there, despite Corona, we picked up the economy and we had the best performance in 70 years when this conspiracy took place and removed our government. Since then, Pakistan's economy has gone in a tailspin. Politics, for me, is not a career. It's a mission. There are 2 reasons why people go into politics. One is to, as a career, to, improve their standard of living. I was the only one, probably the only politician who had everything. There was no reason I had to go to politics because, the Almighty had given me everything. So I came into politics for my country. Movement for justice, rule of law, genuine democracy means genuine freedom. These were the ideals I came into politics 26 years ago. I'm still on that course. My life is committed that, because the Almighty Allah has given me so much, it's my responsibility that people like me should try my best for my country. Success and failure is in Allah's hands, but at least I will try my best. And so every day I face problems. The other day they attacked my house, they broke my door, they came in and I was not in Islamabad. I was going to a court case on Saturday in Islamabad. My wife was alone. It's never happened in this country before. That not respecting, knowing that my wife was all alone. Police came, surrounded my house, looted my house. It's never happened here before. This is what we are dealing with. We are dealing with a fascist mindset. We are dealing with a bunch of criminals. But that is why I don't call it politics. I call it jihad. I'm fighting for justice for my country, and I will fight till I'm alive.